Okay, and good morning, Adventure Nation. I'm actually stealing that cliche, that line, Adventure Nation, from another YouTube vlogger who does full-time RVing. It's the Motorhome Experiment. He says it all the time. He says, "Good morning, Adventure Nation," when he starts off his videos. But the Motorhome Experiment doesn't have the word adventures in it, and Blue Line RV Adventures does. So I think I'm okay if we're saying good morning, Adventure Nation. Anyways, good morning, Adventure Nation. This is going to be kind of an unusual video. This is probably this is absolutely a different video than I think I've ever done before. This is going to be an update video on what's going on with us. It is February the 15th, 2020, the day after Valentine's Day. And one of the things you might ask is, where's Karen? It's the day after Valentine's Day. In fact, how come Karen hasn't been in the last couple of videos we've been in? Well, Karen's actually in Hawaii. It is her sister's birthday, and they are in Hawaii. And I am left here babysitting the dogs. And the reason why Karen hasn't been in the last couple of videos since we got done with our Caribbean adventure was, believe it or not, and any retiree will tell you this, when you get retired, you are actually more busier in retirement than you are when you're regularly full-time working. And we've got 3 grandkids. Karen's been doing a lot of babysitting. They've been sick, things like that. So it's been pretty arduous on Karen. So she hasn't been in some of the videos, and I apologize for that. Probably a lot of people would actually rather see Karen than my mug anyways, and I totally get that. But Karen, hopefully we'll start being some of the more videos coming up here pretty soon. But again, this is an update video on what's going on. I have received a lot of not negative comments at all, but a lot of questions and comments from my friends, whether it be on Facebook or just face-to-face or whatever it might be, is, hey, great adventures, you're all over the Caribbean, but how'd you get the RV to St. Lucia? How'd you get the RV to Costa Rica? When are you guys going to full-time RV? And that's a good question. So I need to kind of give everybody an update. Right now, we are right in the middle of a series, and if you've seen the last video we just posted a few days ago, about why do so many recreational vehicle owners in the wintertime come to Phoenix, and that's a series that Karen and I decided to do. It's going to be, initially it was going to be a 3-part series, and I think it's still going to be that. The first one we kind of focused on some parks in the Phoenix metro area, Scottsdale, Mesa, recreational parks, things to do. Upcoming video, which should be released in a few more days, is going to be about some of the specific activities there are to do in the Phoenix metro area if you're RVing out here. And the third one is going to be geared directly towards recreational vehicle owners. It's going to show some RV parks, it's going to show some RV mechanics and things like that. So it's a 3-part series. But if I put those 3 videos up, you know, 1 week after the other, and that's kind of what we've been averaging, about every 6 or 7 days, it's going to be about another month or 6 weeks before we update everybody what's going on in our RV life. And this is supposed to be Blue Line RV Adventures, obviously. And people are going to say, are they ever gonna RV? I mean, do they even own an RV? What's going on with that? So this video that I'm doing right now on February the 15th is probably gonna be uploaded here in just a couple of more days. And I'm doing it right in the middle of our series about why so many RVers come to Phoenix, just to update everybody on what's going on with us and what's going on with the RV situation and everything else. Because I think, you know, people wanna know, and if I was watching the channel all the time, I'd wanna know too. So that's what we're gonna do this morning. Okay, so the first thing I want to update everybody on, and maybe you saw it in the background when I was just talking, but I wanted to update our tow vehicle situation, our Jeep situation. If you remember from a video we did many months ago, we're talking about, I think we were getting ready for retirement, I think is the name of the video, and we were talking about the different things we were doing. We had sold our Karen's primary vehicle, and we traded it in on like a gray Jeep Wrangler. And it was a good vehicle, nothing negative to say about Jeeps, but right after we got it, within days after we got it, we said, oh, we made a mistake. And one of the things we're gonna do here at Blue Line RV Adventures is we're gonna share our mistakes with you so you guys can maybe learn from our mistakes and maybe not do the same dumb things we did. When we got our Jeep, we elected to go with cost. We elected to go the cheaper vehicle, the cheaper route. We said we're just going to be towing it. We're not going to be driving it that much. You know, if we do, we're just going to go into a few state parks. Not a big deal. So we got basically a stripped down version of a Jeep JK Sport Wrangler, and it was stripped down. There was nothing automatic into it, nothing, no power windows, no power locks. There wasn't even a backup camera. And right away we thought, oh, this is a mistake. We should have got something meatier, maybe not necessarily Rubicon, but we should have got something meatier. So about a week ago, we purchased this. Yay! This is a Sahara Jeep Wrangler. It's a 2019. The one we had before was a 2018. We got it used. We didn't buy it brand new. It had about 20,000 miles on it. It's in great shape. Give a little bit of a shout out to Bill, Luke, Chrysler, Plymouth, Jeep, and Phoenix. That's where we bought it from. And they did a great job, and we are very, very happy with this. I'm going to show you the inside here in just a minute. Okay, so I'm going to do something here that the old Jeep didn't have. It's power locks. Unlock it. And as we come in here for a look-see, it's let me get this over here a little bit if you guys can see this. Push button start. It's great, fully digitalized. Power windows. Got to turn the music down because that'll be a YouTube strike. I'll talk about that later. That's another upcoming video. I'm going to talk about YouTube strikes. I don't have any YouTube strikes, but some of the policies and provisions that are currently going on right now, I'm not in complete agreement with. But anyways, that's just me. But anyways, I had to turn down the music. But again, we'll talk about that in a minute. If I put it in reverse, you'll see a backup camera here. I should switch out. There's the backup camera. So I got backup camera. You know, it's all push button. It's much more happier. So Karen and I don't have any problems with this at all. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous Jeep, and extremely happy with Jeep products. Okay, so that's the Jeep. So the next thing is, what's going on with the RV? Do you have an RV? I mean, this is supposed to be Blue Line RV Adventures. Where's your RV at? Yes, we do have an RV. This was shown on a video months and months ago, and so we bought an RV, and I got a lot of views on that. At least a comparison for Phil Roberts and Blue Line RV Adventures, we get a lot of views. Anyways, it certainly didn't go viral, but I was happy with the number of people that looked at it. But this is our RV. But one of the things you might notice is it is parked in the same exact location that it was before, and in front of a relative's house we've got out here in Phoenix. And then one of the questions might be is obviously, well, has it even moved in the last 4 or 5 months? Yes, it has. We bought this. It's a 2011 Monaco Diplomat, and we bought this used. Obviously it's a 2011, bought it used, and it was a very good bargain for us. It was great. Monaco makes a very, very good product. I'm going to stay over here for a minute so I don't get the sun coming in the camera, but Monaco makes a very, very good product. But like any RV, and one of the things you're going to have to get used to is if you do this lifestyle, is that there were some repairs that needed to be done on it. Nothing critical, but there were some things that needed to be done on it, and it had to get ready for full-time RVing life. This guy walking up behind me here, I'm going, why is that strange man talking into his stick? Anyways, but it's one of the things you have to kind of get used to when you vlog. And I'm gonna do an update. I'm gonna do a video about vlogging here probably pretty soon. Anyways, but let's not go squirrel. Let's focus back on the RV. So there were some things that had to be done. So we had to take it into the shop, and I'm gonna right about now I'm gonna edit in a clip from when I was at the National Indoor RV Centers, NIRVC, and they did our work. So cut the clip. Yay! Matilda at long last. Boy, she is a beauty. And then the clip you just saw, that is me going to the shop and looking at it and looking at the repairs they had done on the RV. And it didn't take 4, 5, 6 months to do the repairs. It didn't take that long. We've had the RV since October. What happened was we got the RV in late October, and then we went on our 21-day vacation. We came back from our 21-day vacation, and literally like the next day was Thanksgiving. So we're not gonna do anything during Thanksgiving, and then obviously what comes after that is Christmas. So we spent, sorry, it was getting squirrel again. So we spent the next few weeks getting ready for Christmas. We had Christmas here at the home, and then in January, that's when we started getting the repair work done on the RV. We did put it in an indoor storage location at NIRVC, but they didn't start actually doing any repair work on it until January. So it took about a month to do some of the repair work. It's nothing to do with NIRVC. They're a great organization. Blue Line RV Adventures highly recommends NIRVC, but like all repair locations and mechanics that do work on RVs, it is a supply and demand type issue. they had to wait for supplies and parts. So they can make the order, but it takes time for those parts to get in. I don't know why it does. I don't know why they just can't do it on Amazon and get it in here 24 hours later, but you know, I don't work that industry, so it takes some time. So it took some time to get everything in here, and that's why we are now in late February, and we finally got it back. So we have driven it. So one of the things that had to be repaired on it, and I should have filmed this. This is my own fault for a vlogger. One of the things that Karen and I want to do is, again, we want to show you all the positive things are about full-time RVing and all the negative things are about full-time RVing. But one of the things that I should have done and I did not was that when we got into the storage facility, I opened up one of the bays. I'm going to show it to you right now, and there was like a kind of a maroonish colored liquid, a little bit like the color of gasoline, but it wasn't gasoline, but it about the size of maybe, I don't know, like an orange, and it was on one of the bays. And so I'm going to open up the bay where I saw that at right now, if I can get my keys out. But I looked at it, and my first thought was, oh, you know what, don't have my keys, hold on. Okay, so now I've got my keys. So I opened up one of the bays when it was in the indoor NIRVC, National Indoor RV Center, and there was like a lemon or an orange size spot of maroon liquid that I suspected was a hydraulic leak, and that's what it turned out to be. It was a hydraulic leak for the slide. And as we go through this, just to kind of re-emphasize to everyone, I have never owned an RV before, ever. I've never owned a popped-up trailer. I've never owned any kind of an RV, anything like that. And I'm not mechanically inclined. I mean, every time I'm one of those guys, every time something needs to get fixed or repaired, I call someone to do it. So I opened this up and I diagnosed it correctly that it was a hydraulic leak. And I think it's all cleaned up now, but it was right about here. In fact, maybe you can still look like a little bit maroon right here a little bit, but there was a spot right here about the size of an orange or lemon, and I suspected it was a hydraulic leak, and it was. So it had to do with the slides, and it was something that definitely needed to get repaired. It wasn't like super critical. It wasn't like the slide wasn't gonna pull out or fall down or anything like that, but it needed to get repaired. So one of the things that NIRVC told us, and Renee, our mechanic, who did a fantastic job, there's a cable, a hydraulic cable, that runs all the way through the RV, and it actually comes out here. And as I open this up, and get this open, you can look at the generator and go, gosh, your generator's dirty. Well, the generator's dirty, but it's been completely checked out. I need to clean the outside of it, but it is all completely refurbished. I shouldn't say refurbished, but it's been completely checked out, and it's great, but it looks a little dirty on the outside, but maybe most generators do, I don't know. Anyways, so he had to replace a cable. Not sure which one it was, but there's a cable in here he had to replace that goes all the way up inside for their hydraulics. I can replace a light bulb. I can't do anything like that. So that's why, obviously, you know, we had to get a repairman to come out and do that. So that's one of the things they changed. The other thing is, as I close this up, the other thing is we placed the batteries. Now, not being an expert on batteries, there's basically three kinds. There are lead acid batteries, there's a lead acid battery system called an AGM, and then there are lithium. Lithium, without a doubt, is the best, but lithium is also more expensive. It's about $1,000 per battery, maybe even $1,200, but somewhere between $1,000 and $1,200 per battery. And it was gonna cost us, I don't know, just the batteries themselves, not including installation, the batteries themselves were going to cost us about $4,000 or $5,000. Plus installation, we're looking at, you know, a couple thousand probably on top of, or maybe not a couple thousand, but more money on top of that. So we got 4 brand new AGM batteries. These are much more powerful than the regular just lead acid batteries, but they're not quite as powerful as the lithium batteries, but these should do us pretty well. So that was another cost. So on top of all of that, there was some custom cabinetry work they did on the television side of the RV. The 2 TVs that were inside the RV, there was a 32-inch and a 28-inch that were analog. They weren't digital. They weren't, you know, the video quality on it wasn't very good. So we got updated with 2 televisions. We put in 2 32-inch televisions, one in the front, and we got rid of the 28-inch one in the back, put in a 32-inch one, and they are, I think they're TCL televisions, which are Roku televisions. If you've never had a Roku television, you don't know what that is, or if people don't have Fire Sticks, I didn't have one of those TVs either. But Karen and the kids knew about them, and I did not. I'm old school. I just, hey, you turn on the TV, and you turn on DirecTV or Dish or Cox or whatever system you have, and you watch television. Well, we got introduced to Roku televisions about a month or two ago, and I fell in love with them. Rokus are great. They're fully digital. You can access the internet. You can access YouTube and all sorts of stuff off your television. Watch a lot of movies. So we have 2 Roku televisions in there. They're TCL brands. That's not an inexpensive or cheap brand or anything like that. In fact, I think the prior name for TCL, I think that was Zenith. So I think Zenith made them. So really highly happy with that. And I'm going to show you the inside of the RV here in just a minute. Okay, well, the steps opened up, so that's good. That means it's telling me the batteries haven't drained out. They shouldn't be. We have an automatic generator starting system. I think it's referred to as an AGS. And as I understand what that does is when the RV detects that the battery power has gotten down to a certain percent, the generator is going to automatically kick on and recharge the batteries. One of the things you don't want to do with lead acid batteries and AGM batteries is you don't want to let them get below 50%. Once it gets below 50%, you can start having some damage to your batteries, and it affects the life of the battery. Lithium batteries, you can take them down to 0 and then charge them right back up. You're not going to have any problem with those at all. Again, that's why lithium, one of the reasons why lithium are better, but also one of the reasons why they're more expensive. Okay, it looks a little bit of a mess right now, and it's not a lot of light into it, and it's a little bit of a mess right now because it is. We just got it out of the shop, and this is the Roku television, the TCL television, 32 inches, and the old television that was in here before was a Sharp television, and it probably came, in fact, I will almost guarantee you it came when they originally got the coach built in 2011, so it was pretty old and outdated. So we got this done. We had to put in some custom woodwork over here to get this in here. For those of you that are looking at getting for those of you that are looking to get an RV, that you've got one of these front-mounted televisions here, and it's all custom made in the frame. These are not easy to get out. This is not a knob to unscrew it. It's very difficult to get out. So anyways, we finally got it out. We got it set up. NIRVC did that for us. So we've got a television that's going to give us YouTube and movies and Amazon Prime and everything like that. So real happy with it. These are the boxes, obviously, for it. I've got the shades down here. Let's see if I can get these up. Give you guys a little bit of light. And we've got to clean this up. It's dusty. I mean, we really cleaned this up. Karen did a fantastic job when we got the RV in October, just before we went on our cruise. But it's gotten a little dusty with time. Again, you guys probably remember from the earlier video, kind of walk through this. If you haven't seen that video, just look back on some of the previous videos. I think it's called We Bought an RV. Right now the slides are closed. It's very tight. You can't maneuver in here. This has got 4 slides, 2 on the street side, 2 on the curb side. So it's pretty tight in here. But as you can see, one of the things you want to look for when you buy an RV is, can you get back with the slides closed? Because there might be times that you're going to be living in your RV and for whatever reason you can't open your slides, not supposed to or can't or whatever. So we have access to it. We can walk back here. We've got access to one of the bathrooms, which is known as my bathroom, and then we've got our bed here, and then that's our other now 32-inch TV. We upgraded that from a 28-inch. They put that in there. And you can climb over the bed. I'm not going to do that, but you climb over the bed, another bathroom in there, closet, and so forth. So this is the RV, and we've got it. So what's up next? What are we going to be doing right now for the rest of our time here before we actually hit the road? It is February the 15th, and we are actually just a couple of days out from full-time RVing. We are going to vacate our relative's home, and she's been very gracious, allowing Karen and I to move into one of her spare guest bedrooms for the last, we wanted it to only be a couple months, but I think it turned out to be 6 or 7 months. But shout out to Eileen. Thank you very much for allowing us to do that. We are going to be moving into, keep our fingers crossed, unless something happens, a disaster happens, we're going to be moving into an RV resort somewhere in the Phoenix metro area. We don't want to tell you where that is for security and safety reasons. We don't want to do that. And I'll talk more about that in a future video called Safety for RVers. But one of the things we don't want to do is we don't want to let people know exactly the locations we're at. And the reason's obvious. I'm a retired police officer. There may be some guy that I put in prison or something like that who wants to go through the videos. Oh, there's Phil Roberts and we're going to follow him. And oh, he's staying at RV Resort X. Let me go pay him a visit. And you may have stalkers on YouTube or whatever the reason might be. So you don't actually want to give your exact location where you're going to be at. And Karen and I are not going to do that. So we're going to be at an RV resort here in the Valley. And if you want to spend the next 2 weeks driving around RV resorts trying to find us, go ahead, because we're not going to be there that long. But we're going to be in an RV resort here in the Valley. We'll do a video about that. We'll kind of give you a review of the RV park, and we'll walk through it and everything else. Then we're going to be going to Tombstone shortly thereafter. And then after Tombstone, we're going to be going up to Zion National Park in Utah. We're actually going to do those trips probably in the next 5 weeks. So we're going to be hitting the road here. Finally, we're going to be hitting the road and doing a lot of RV work. Driving the RV, driving the beast. What's it like, Phil, to drive something that's 43 feet long? It's not easy. It's a little white-knuckled, but I think that in time, I'm going to get more used to it. This is going to be, we're going to drive it here this morning, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a minute, but I've driven this thing basically, technically 3 times. And not crashed it yet, but it's been a little white-knuckled. I'm very, very nervous about it. But in time, you're going to get used to it like anything. I mean, I'm sure when a semi-truck driver first started driving his first 18-wheeler, he was probably pretty nervous, and now they drive him totally fine down the road. Same thing with people that drive city buses, or in Phoenix, we have city buses that have connections to them. They're almost like tandem buses, and they drive those on city streets with no problem. I'm sure when they first started driving those buses, it was a little nervous for them, but now they drive them no problem. I don't have any doubt that's going to be the same thing with me. I'm a little white-knuckled when I'm driving this, but I think that in time, it's just going to become second nature for me, and I shouldn't have any problem driving her down the road. I did make a video of me driving it from NIRVC to here, this location right now, but the video didn't turn out very good. I'll insert a few clips of me driving, but one of the issues I had was I put the GoPro on this window over here filming me, and it got some pretty good shots of me, but when I angled the camera to shoot out, all I got was this post right here, and the video didn't turn out very well. So I'll show you a couple clips right now. No?
No, he's definitely giving you all the space.
Okay. So you can see the clips. Post is in the way, and I didn't really like the way it looked on me. I mean, the seatbelt. I mean, which you have to wear your seatbelt, but the seatbelt didn't look very good. I don't know, but so you can tell the video didn't turn out very well. I had posters in the way, so I'm probably gonna have to do something with that or put a second camera to kind of show you driving. But what are we doing today? Today is going to be, yes, another adventure for us. Today, my daughter is coming over along with her fiance. And we're coming over, and Sarah and John were on the cruise with us down in the Caribbean. They're going to come over with us, and we're going to drive this down to Catskills, down off Interstate 10 at the Love's Truck Stop, and we're going to get it weighed out. Why do we have to do that? Well, we're running into a little bit of an issue, actually a moderate issue, with South Dakota trying to get the unladen, not the gross weight. Don't send me messages, oh, the gross weight's right there on the metal plate attached to your vehicle. No, I'm not talking about the gross weight. I'm talking about the unladen vehicle weight of the RV. We're having an issue with that. Okay, so what's the issue we're having with the unladen vehicle weight? Again, Karen and I are South Dakota residents. We changed our residency, our domicile a few months back. We're now official residents of South Dakota. We've got our South Dakota driver's license. We've got license plates, or we're getting South Dakota license plates on our Jeep. And you can do all of that without physically bringing your vehicle to South Dakota. There's no emissions checks in South Dakota. They don't physically need to see the vehicle. Texas, it's pretty easy to change your domicile and get your registration in Texas too, but they do require in Texas a very small, it's nothing big, but they do require a very small inspection. In South Dakota, no inspection at all. But one of the things they want is they want your unladen vehicle weight with the VIN number on it to show this is the unladen vehicle weight of your vehicle. So what's the unladen vehicle weight? A lot of people don't know what that is, and I didn't know what that was. And apparently, if you Google it, there is a definition for it that says it's your vehicle when it first comes out of the manufacturer with 5 gallons of gasoline in it and nothing else in the RV, and that's it. So where do you get your unladen vehicle weight? Well, if you were anyone else other than Monaco's that were built in 2011, you can call your manufacturer, give them the VIN number, and they'll tell you what your unladen vehicle weight is. But Monaco doesn't have that. They're great RVs. I'm not complaining about Monaco's, but the Monaco Corporation, the Monaco company, actually went out of business. Not because the RVs are bad. No, they were great, but it was mismanagement or something, and they'd end up going out of business. So a lot of RVs weren't being sold at that time period. We were coming out of the recession we had going on, and a lot of RV manufacturers across the country are going through tough times, as was Monaco. So they ended up going out of business for whatever reason. When they went out of business, they purged all of their previous records on their RV. So now Monaco has since come back into fruition. They are back active now. They make RVs. They're out there, and if you call them, they've got a great customer care center. But if I give them the VIN number to my RV now, they'll say, oh, yep, we've got it. We got your RV. It's a 2011 Monaco Diplomat, but they have no information on it whatsoever about the height, the weight, nothing at all. There's nothing on there. And if you go to the internet, which I have done extensive work on the internet, trying to find the unladen vehicle weight for a 2011 Monaco Diplomat, you're not gonna find it. So the only other place it's supposed to be, because they're not on the metal plates that are affixed to the vehicle. The gross vehicle weight is there, but not the unladen vehicle weight. The only other place you can find it is supposed to be on a piece of paper that has been glued to the back of the closets in the RV. Some people have it in their medicine cabinet closet, but went back there. I found it. I found 2 pieces of paper that are glued, and I'll put some photographs up of those. But I found 2 pieces of paper that are glued that talk about all of the different models and serial numbers and things like that of everything I've got in the RV, the stereo system, the hydraulic jacks, everything I've got in there. I've got that in there, but nothing about the unladen vehicle weight. So what do I go then? I call South Dakota, Pennington County, that's handling our registration for the RV, and they go, well, we need that, so why don't you try to go to NADA, N-A-D-A. And so we go to NADA, I go online, I type in Monaco Diplomat, I even give them my RV information, and they show the same exact thing. It shows the RV, it shows it's a 2011 and a few stats about that, nothing about the unladen vehicle weight. So I'm sorry, South Dakota, I don't have any other option. There's no way I can get the unladen vehicle weight. I can't do that. So what we're gonna keep our fingers crossed here is that we are gonna drive down today, the 4 of us, we're gonna drive down today and we're gonna weigh Matilda at a CAT scale, and hopefully we can get them to put on some note sections or something, empty weight or unvehicle weight or something. Because one of the things I'm gonna have to do as I come out here is now I've gotta empty all this out. Because we couldn't open it up, I've got all of this cleaning supplies and I got everything in here, and we have to unload, we're gonna have to pull all this out, and I'm gonna have to do that now so we can take it down to a CAT scale empty. And doesn't have very much gas in it. I don't know, it's got 5 gallons on it. Doesn't have very much fuel in it, and the water tanks are empty, so we can weigh it out, and hopefully South Dakota will accept that. If South Dakota doesn't accept that, then I'm gonna have to speak to a supervisor over at Pennington County and go, I don't know what more you want me to do. I can't get it from NADA. You're not accepting the CAT scale weight. Monaco's purged their records. You tell me what you want me to do so I can get the registration done in the RV. Okay, so what are we gonna do right now? I'm going to go put the camera back and shut it off. I'm gonna open up those bays over there. I'm going to empty those bays. I'm gonna put them in our garage over here temporarily. And then I'm gonna wait till about 11 o'clock-ish when Sarah, John, and Chris all come out here, and then I'm gonna show them the RV. Chris has seen the RV before Matilda, but Sarah and John have not. So I'm gonna show the RV to Sarah and John with the slides closed, and then we'll open them back up. We'll get that on video. The bays should be empty by then. then I'm going to drive this with the three of them, two of my kids and my future son-in-law. We're gonna drive this down the Catskills, a little white-knuckled. Again, I'm gonna be a little bit nervous driving it. Hopefully we'll get some better video. I can't promise it, but hopefully we'll get some better video of me driving it down the road. And we'll see how it goes, and we'll show the Catskill video. Okay, so we have successfully unloaded the two bays that are underneath the RV, completely unloaded. If you're wondering what this is a slide out. It doesn't slide out from the driver's side though, it slides out from the passenger side. So let me show you what that is. And one of the things, well, I'm going to show you what that is, I'm going to tell you about one of the repairs we had to do on the RV. Is one of the previous owners who had the RV, I'll kind of get down here a little bit and show you this. Maybe I can't show you from this one, I'm going to show you from the other end. Here we go, much better. So if you're looking at that, that is the jack pad, I believe they are. I believe what it's called, the jack pad. There's another one over there, and there's a third one on this RV up front. A bigger one up front. So the Monaco Diplomat only comes with 3 hydraulic leveling jacks. Only comes with 3. A lot of RVs come with 4. This only comes with 3. A bigger one up front, 2 in the back. That's totally fine. But one of the things we discovered when we got this RV is that all 3 of the jack pads were bent up. It looked like a cereal bowl. And the only thing we can assume is that one of the previous owners had gone into a location where the ground was kind of soft, grassy, sandy, whatever, and they put the jack pads down, and all of the weight of the RV was on the pad, on the soft dirt, and it basically rolled them up to like a bowl. Not the way the jack pad was intended to be, so we had to get those replaced. Not a huge replacement. We didn't have to actually replace the entire jack itself, just the pads, but that's one of the things we had to do. So if you're ever RVing in a location where the ground is not real stable, make sure you've got some kind of a footing or a piece of wood or something underneath, jack mat maybe, if that's what it's called, but something underneath the jack pad to make sure that the jack pad doesn't actually bend up like a cereal bowl. Anyway, so this is our slide. Push this button here. I'm trying to do this with while holding a GoPro. There we go, it takes 2 hands. So real easy, real convenient. Put that out and then you put your stuff back in. I kind of wish actually there were 2 of these, one on both sides, but there's only one. So you got that and you've got that, and then I'm going to show you, and as you can tell by the sound of that noise, I've got the generator going. The generator is going to charge up my AGM batteries. So this is everything that I took out of the bays of the RV. It doesn't really look like it. That's probably about 1,000 pounds worth of material there, pretty close. A lot of this stuff is, cleaning materials and things like that, stuff we use for everyday potential household chores. The other stuff is brand new, you can tell, still in the box. Drills, screws, socket sets. There's a 2-ton hydraulic jack over here. Stinky slinkies, fits for your sewer system, we'll talk about more later. Really heavy cables, everything else. When you are starting off to being a full-time RVer, everybody's different. Everybody's got their own budgets, but for us, our advice is to start off with initially, it's not gonna be cheap. If you don't already have a lot of this stuff, if you're like Karen and I who've never had an RV before in the past, you're gonna have to spend a little bit of money. We've got Blackstone grills, we've got tools, toolboxes, all sorts of things you could imagine for an RV. And the best way we got this, obviously, is when there are big sales. We got this on Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. We went down to Home Depot and went to town. The stuff that Home Depot didn't have, we purchased on Amazon. I think it's called Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday, we purchased it on Amazon. So 95% of everything here was purchased at Home Depot on Black Friday or on Amazon on Cyber Monday. Now, obviously some people can't wait, you know, all year round to this one sale date comes out, but look at other sale dates, you know, 4th of July sales, Veterans Day sales, things like that. There's a lot of sales out there. I would not recommend going out and purchasing all of this equipment just on a regular weekday with no sales going on, because it's going to cost you a pretty hefty coin. I just wanted to show you some other stuff we still have to put in the RV itself. This is in a storage room we've got here at the home we're staying at. But these are 2 inflatable kayaks we got on Cyber Monday. There's a few other things here. We got some more clothes we got to put in. We got some bins at Costco. So I'll see the other things that have to go inside the RV itself also. Okay, successfully removed the old television boxes from the RV. And now with the snap of my fingers, voila, we now have an RV. And as I can tell, my daughter Sarah just pulled up. So we're going to introduce her to Matilda. All right, so I got Sarah here with me, and first time Sarah has seen Matilda. What are your first thoughts?
Matilda?
That's her name. What's Matilda? I was kind of calling her the Beast at first, but I thought we can't call the RV the Beast. Anyways, what are your first thoughts?
It's massive.
Yeah, she is big. So I got the slide outs. I got my little safety cones out. Not that we really need safety cones, but I feel a little bit better with them, just in case some car comes down the street a little bit close to the RV and whacks one of the slide outs and go, I didn't know your slide outs were out. Well, I got cones out. So anyway, so let's go take a look inside. After you. Pretty big, huh?
Huge.
It is huge, yeah.
You have so much room for
I know, right? Right, we all the activities. This is a regular refrigerator. There's always a trick to try to open this thing up though. Here it goes. the trick for your dad is moving the knob up and down. Anyways, so residential refrigerator, it's actually cold, it's actually on. Not exactly sure how that happened, but I'm still trying to figure this RV out. But it's got a residential refrigerator. Yeah, I've got my first magnet up here.
Yes.
The Nomadic Fanatic would love that. We have our kitchen. We have a, I think it's a combination, yeah, microwave and convection oven. This is our sink. We have a stove here.
Ah.
Yes. This pulls out. Yeah, pulls out. Just pulls that thing out. Come on. Hold on a second.
Release, maybe?
Oh, maybe there is.
I don't know.
I don't know. There we go. Ah, look at that. We learned things together.
We gotta be smarter.
Yeah, so there's another countertop here. If I can get it back in.
Do you have to push that?
I know. There we go. Yeah, obviously we've learned this. You have to pull the knob in and out to get it to come in and out. All right, we're probably going to replace this. This is some kind of psychedelic 70s thing. We're going to replace that.
So you put your bar in.
I know, exactly, right? This is my bathroom.
My bad.
And I've got my window here, so when I'm taking care of business, I can look at the window and go, hey, what the hell are you doing out there, kids? Anyway, so I got my bathroom. Got our bed. We have 2 brand new televisions. We've got 32 inches on both. These are TCL televisions. If you were familiar with Roku, are you familiar with Roku?
A little bit.
A little bit. Actually, I was unfamiliar with Roku at all. Started getting Roku. We got a Roku television for our bedroom we're staying in, and kind of fell in love with Roku. So these are Roku TCL televisions. I've still got a little bit of debris here on the sink and everything, but debris. But our shower, yeah, too. This, of course, is Karen's. As you can see, I got plenty of room here.
Yeah, very nice and tall.
If we were ever going to put in a washer and dryer, which I don't think we are now, but it's kind of a little debatable. But we would put the washer and dryer in here, but for right now it's extra cabinets, cupboards, storage. And then we have some clothes here. And then, if I can open this up, here we go. And as for my YouTube audience, I was just talking about the papers that do not show my unladen vehicle weight. This is where it's supposed to be, not there. So that's why we're going out to Catskills today. Is we're putting our foot on the brake. This button here actually releases the parking brake. There's no like manual parking brake.
What?
Put that button.
Oh, good.
If I take my foot off right now, we were in neutral, but I'm gonna put drive. It's a push button.
Oh.
And in a second, we're gonna go.
Okay, you gotta sit there. Mother of all that's good in the world. Seatbelts on, safety first.
Okay, you
Oh,
all
God.
set, Chris?
I'm all set.
Jeez.
Nothing but slow. We have nothing but time.
Oh, look at that.
Am I doing okay?
Plenty
on the
of
Camaro?
room. Oh yeah, you're swimming in space on the Camaro side. I think.
Swimming.
All right.
Pretty good trip.
Is it?
Nope, I'm all gonna film if something interesting happens.
Excellent.
CD belt. Okay.
Strapped in.
Brake off.
Alright.
Driving. I'm looking on my right, looking on my left. We seem to be okay. My rear view camera sees that guy. We're in drive. I'm going to very slowly take my foot off the brake, and we are off.
Look at this guy. He's like, I got a big trailer.
I can see a pedestrian coming, so I want to wait for her. Put my right hand turn signal on.
So if you just stay on 32nd
Oh, this
Street.
guy's not coming in here with not
He
right
is.
now. Is what?
He's gonna go, Eric, just don't.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Okay, so I want to thank Sarah and Chris for coming with me on this latest adventure of Blue Line RV Adventures. Yes, it is adventure of Blue Line RV Adventures. We were successful in taking it down to the Catskills and got it weighed out, and successfully and safely made our way back. Chris, what'd you think of the RV?
Oh, it was swell.
Swell.
Super swell. I enjoyed every moment of it.
Very enthusiastic.
Very.
He's a
Very
millennial.
nice. This is nice.
Sarah, what'd you think?
It was a beast.
It was a beast, but her name is
Dang it. I wanted to call her Matilda.
Matilda.
Gargantuan.
Matilda.
Gargantuan.
I know, I want to call her the
Okay,
Huge.
remember, Blue Line RV Adventures, we've got your 6, and if you like the videos, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Oh my gosh.
Well, you just open up the gas tank and you put the gas in. First I gotta unlock it, I guess. Gosh darn it.
Maybe if you unlocked it quicker.
Is this the right key? What are keys anyway? Let's try all of them. Maybe he can open this and then...
It's a puzzle. It's gonna be all this to figure out that.
I don't know if that pump's gonna reach. Still going along.
Oh. Whoa. Time to put a bunch of diesel in the freshwater tank.
Use the camera. Oh, you've got it?
I've been filming the whole time.
Excellent. Took us a while to figure out how to open the darn door.
I saw that.